Welcome to Kids Story Time. Today's story is The Wish of the Golden Heart. In the heart of a mystical forest, far beyond the reach of ordinary folk, there existed a hidden grove bathed in perpetual twilight. Here, under the emerald canopy, stood a golden pot, a vessel of ancient magic, radiant with the glow of 1,000 stars. The pot was no ordinary object, it was the keeper of dreams, the vessel of wishes. Yet, its powers could only be harnessed by those pure of heart. For centuries, it had been cared for by Lyra, a fairy with wings that shimmered like woven sunbeams. Lyra was not just a guardian, she was the pot's caretaker, its protector, and its voice when none were brave enough to listen. Her wings fluttered softly as she flew around the pot, whispering to it in the language of the forest, ensuring that its magic remained undisturbed and its purpose unbroken. The pot was simple in appearance, round and gleaming, its surface adorned with intricate, swirling designs of gold. Legend spoke of its ability to grant one wish to anyone who proved worthy of its power. But time and again, the pot remained silent, its magic dormant, for few had the pure heart required to awaken it. One crisp autumn evening, as Lyra tended to the pot beneath the silver light of the moon, she felt an unfamiliar presence approach. A figure emerged from the trees, a man with dark eyes and a greedy glint in his gaze. He was a wanderer, a traveler who had heard whispers of the pot's power. Lyra, little fairy wearing long dress, hovered just out of sight, watching the man as he knelt before the golden vessel. He reached out to touch it, but something in his heart betrayed him. His desire was not one of kindness, but of ambition. "I've heard that this pot can grant wishes," the man muttered to himself. "I'll wish for wealth beyond measure. With gold, I'll never have to worry about anything again." Lyra's little fairy wearing full dress heart sank. She knew that the pot could only grant wishes of true selflessness, but this man's wish was born from greed. If he were to touch it, the pot would grant his desire, and it would only bring misery, as selfish wishes often did. The golden fairy fluttered down to confront him. "You seek what is not yours to have," she said, her voice gentle but firm. "The pot does not grant wishes for those who seek only to take. It grants wishes to those who seek to give." The man looked up, startled. He had not expected anyone to be here, let alone a fairy. "What are you talking about?" he scoffed. "It's just a pot. It will grant me what I deserve." Lyra shook her head, her wings sparkling with a soft golden light. "The pot grants only to those who wish for the well-being of others, not for their own gain." The man's eyes narrowed. "That's a lie. I'll wish for enough gold to fill my pockets, and you can't stop me." Lyra hovered closer, her expression calm but resolute. "I don't stop wishes, I guide them. The pot will only grant what is pure and kind." Frustrated, the man stood up, pushing the fairy aside. He touched the golden surface of the pot. For a moment, the grove seemed to hold its breath. The pot trembled, its surface glowing brighter, almost as if it were reacting to the man's touch. Then, slowly, the light began to fade, and the pot fell silent again. The man blinked in confusion. What happened?" he muttered, his heart beginning to race. The pot had not granted his wish. Instead, it had rejected him. Lyra hovered before him, her golden wings catching the light of the fading moon. "The pot has seen your heart, and it will not answer greed. It answers only the wishes that come from love, compassion, and kindness." The man, his pride bruised, scowled. "I don't believe you. I'll come back with a better wish, one that's more noble. You'll see." But Lyra's eyes softened. "It's not about the words you say. It's about the heart from which they come. Until you learn that, the pot will remain silent." With that, the man, frustrated and bewildered, turned and left the grove, never to return. And as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Lyra flew once more to the pot's side, her heart light with the knowledge that the golden vessel remained safe, its magic intact, its power waiting for the right heart. The fairy smiled, her wings fluttering gently as she whispered, "One day, someone will come who understands. Until then, I will wait with you, old friend." And the golden pot, bathed in the soft light of the morning sun, gleamed a little brighter, as if in quiet agreement.
Like, comment, and subscribe.